Hello everybody and welcome back to the Final Third podcast. Today we'll be back with my great grandpa, and today we're going to be speaking about how football has changed over the years. Obviously it's changed since you was younger, so we're just going to go into a few things that has changed, like added time. When they play 90 minutes of football, there's also added time being put on to the games at the end of the game, and now it's like getting ridiculous because they went to like 3 minutes to 5 minutes, and now they're going up to like 15 minutes at the end of the game. And it's because of players like messing around, falling on the floor, but then they get back up and there's nothing wrong with them. So what's your opinion on added time now? How's it changed over the years? How's added time changed over the years for you?
Well, it's definitely affected the results of football.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, to me, it's not a good thing. Added time, it's not added time anyway, it's just time added on. I can't go on, well, I just can't think.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
No, I can't. It's been recorded. I don't know where I am now.
So added time's changed, and it's like ruining the game. There's more time being played.
More results are changing.
More results, yeah.
As a result of the games are changing,
yeah.
Aren't they?
Like, for example, like when Liverpool played Forest, there was like over 10 minutes being played on. There was like 100 minutes being played, and we went on to score like the last minute. I mean, it's 100 minutes. I'd say the limit should probably be just 90 minutes, and that's it. Instead of just being added more time on. So added time's just changed loads more since it used to. Keepers getting a red card. Players when they're brought down. Someone can be brought down with a dangerous challenge, and they'll get a yellow for them. But with a keeper, if they come out their own area and do a foul, they'll just get a straight red. I just think it's ridiculous. I think keepers, if they come out their own area to go and win the ball, but if they don't meet the ball and don't win it, obviously they'll take player down and they'll get sent off. But I don't think it. And like when they handle the ball out their own area as well, that's another thing. They get a red card for that, which I don't really see the point, because if look at like players, outfield players, they'd only get a yellow for it. So I mean, that's all changed. Years ago, I bet.
Well, I can remember years ago, where young boys who were interested in watching football they would decide they'd like to play football.
Yeah.
And they started playing in cul-de-sacs and out in the street. They used to make their own goalposts with coats, what they'd take off before they started playing. And I don't know.
And then they'd use like the garage door, for example, or the wall.
That's right. They used to play up cul-de-sacs against the wall or a garage door. It was always with a tennis ball, because big balls playing in streets you wouldn't heard of.
Yeah. A
tennis ball, I don't think people used to object all that much. Not like if you watch telly lately, there's an advert on telly saying you can't play here, and that's where years ago they never used to get to check like that.
Yeah.
But of course, it only happened if you lived in a town or somewhere where there's a lot of houses about. That's where they used to put their artificial pitches, what they was playing on. But as I say, it's the game has changed. The attitude into the games has changed also.
Yeah.
But has it changed for the better? Do you enjoy anybody with any age, do you enjoy really watching football as it is today to what it used to be years ago? I mean, another thing I'd like to mention is don't forget the women, because women nowadays are actually, a lot of them are professionals, and they play like professionals. They don't play like people who don't know how to kick a ball. They can kick a ball just as well as men, I should think, nowadays. But of course, years ago, you won't get them kicking the plastic balls like they used to kick the leather balls. You start off with a leather ball, and which weighs, I don't know, just say for the sake of saying it, it weighed 3 pounds.
Yeah.
If it got wet, you'd hardly kick it far at all, because they used to be that heavy. And then in a ball, a leather ball which has got a lot of water on it.
Yeah.
They used to use dubbing to keep the water out, but of course that never used to last very long.
Yeah.
And heading the ball, sometimes you used to see someone got up and head a ball, and their head would disappear into their shoulders, because it was that heavy. It used to push the ball down. And then for the rest of the game, there'd be a bloke running around with a head with no neck on. But as I say, it's a different game completely nowadays.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't alive to see all that, but obviously Grandpa knows as well. Another thing, do you agree with the camera now? Cameras have been used for basically everything. I was watching the Man City game last night, and they checked both goals for Man City and Villa, and they were both miles onside. So I really think that it should be down to the referee or the linesman to make the decision, not the VAR or the people in the VAR making them decisions. It should be up to the ref or the linesman to do it, because they're the ones that's watching the game. And if you watch like Liverpool-Tottenham, they actually disagreed on Diaz's goal. They disagreed with the ref, because the ref thought it was onside, and the people in the VAR actually disagreed with him, and it was onside. So the ref got it right, but the VAR put it as an offside. So it's just all changed. The camera, it's a joke. So I don't really agree on it. It's been used for every game, and it's.
But saying that, William, it's not played in every game, because it's only the Premier.
Well, played in.
Where do they have the cameras? Now, how fair is that? Why don't they, if they have cameras, why don't they have it in every game, every league?
Yeah.
I mean, why should it be just the Premier where they have the probably people that say, well, the lower clubs, they can't afford to have all this extra pay money to have these cameras. But I don't think it's fair where they should say Premier yes, other leagues no.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the Premier League that's being used. It's the biggest league in the world probably, and it's been ruined by these cameras and these idiots that are in the VAR, and it's ruining the results, the games, and the league, and who's going to win it and who's going to go down. So it's all been changed.
Also, I'd like to say something else about it. How they've altered the rules that much and that many times in recent years. Sometimes they've introduced a rule in, and all of a sudden a bit later on you realise, well, that rule's never been played now. Like moving a defence back 10 yards because the referees told them to go back and they haven't. So no, they've lost an advantage of 10 yards because they've had to be moved back. Now, I've never seen that rule played for quite a long time, so that's disappeared out of the rule books. But there's several rules what you don't see now that what
Use.
it's not including now, yeah.
As well, people pull shirts when they're through on goal, and it's given as a free kick and a yellow card when they're actually in on goal, could score a goal, and they give a free kick away, which is probably useless, and they miss it. And when that happens, they'll give away a free kick or a penalty, maybe.
Do you not think, though, William, pulling the shirts at certain kind of times, like from a corner, you see players, you could have up to about 12 or 14 players in front of goal, trying to all move about at the same time. That's when a lot of the shirt pulling happens. When they're pushing, and of course that's all missed. A lot of that's missed nowadays.
It's not checked, is it?
No.
Like for corners, when they're shoving the goalkeeper around.
And another thing is the corners. Half them balls, when they take a corner, they're not in that circle where or touching the line of the circle.
It's always outside.
There's always, sometimes, well, not always, but sometimes they are actually outside the circle, touching that circle, what they should be. So officially, that is an offence. That shouldn't happen. Who's not doing the job though? There's a linesman stood next to him almost. It's still done.
The ref should pick on it. The VAR should pick on it. It's just really a joke.
But we don't want VAR, do we?
No. No, get them out. Get them out. Obviously, as well, teams buying players which they don't need to stop other clubs buying them. For example, like Phillips, who was at Leeds. Liverpool wanted to buy him, so Man City went in for loads more money, 80 million. Liverpool paid 60. He went to Man City. What did he do? Sit on the bench, and he didn't. I can't remember how much minutes he played, but he hardly played any.
I can mention another player, Zaha at Crystal Palace. He went to Manchester United for quite a large fee. So it was the millions, and he went to Manchester United. I don't know how many games he played for Manchester United, but he went back to the Crystal Palace because he wasn't in the game there.
Stupid. I mean, it could also prevent them from, because if they've got like gaps in their team and they can't fill them from the players that they're going to buy, and the other players buy them, who they're going to buy. But
as I say, it's not the game. It's not an entertaining game like it used to be. How many times you go sit and watch a game on television, and the ball start off with one player, and the last player to play it, they've lost about 20 or 30 yards because the ball's been passed back to the goalkeeper, back to the fullback, back to the goalkeeper, and then he'd kick it back down the field. There's no football in between.
No. Football's changed, definitely. So thank you for watching.
Are we going to stop there?
Yeah.
Right,
Thanks for being on.
Right. Okay. Well.
Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
We'll watch this again when a bit later. And we'll probably scrap it all. I don't know where I am now.